Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Keely and welcome back to Vlogmas Day 3. Happy December 3rd, everyone. I am about to go out to dinner with my mother-in-law, and before that we have a little bit of time to kill. We have about an hour. I am working on trying to finish up the Sirdar Halloween CAL. Yes, I know it's Christmas time, and I should be probably focusing on Christmas presents, but realistically, I am probably going to give this as a Christmas present, so I need to finish it. All I have to do is this cobweb border and show you how far I've gotten on it. So the designer has you make the cobwebs and then sew them on, and I don't want to do that. If any of you watched my Sirdar crochet along for the Christmas CAL just a couple weeks ago, there were a lot of appliques on that Christmas blanket, and so I'm trying to avoid that by sewing on directly, or not sewing on, crocheting on directly the cobweb border, and it's turning out not too bad. I'm following the directions on the pattern itself, and so it's just some trebles with picots on the end here, and then some chain spaces, and that's how you get this cobweb design. I'm just have kind of counted the space between where I did this first one to where I did the second one, and I'm just making sure that as I'm going, so I'm kind of turning my work back and forth a little bit, but I start on the right side and I do the first round, and then you turn it and you come back this way, and now I'm on the right side again, and you do the picot, and then you do a treble, and then before you move on and do another treble in the chain space, you do another picot, and that's actually where I'm at right here. So I have 2 of these done, and I have the whole rest of the blanket. This is just at the start, and then after I do this border, all I'll need to do is sew in all my ends. So like I said, I'm about to go to dinner, and before then I'm going to be working on this to try to get as much of the border done as possible. We are going to need to get a car project to go. I'm going to do a little time lapse and work on this. Hello, so I am back home. We went to Texas Roadhouse, had some delicious food. I had the herb crusted chicken, so good. So as you saw, I was working on a beanie in the car, but now that I'm home, I want to try to finish this border. Before I left, I was able to get one more of these done, so I'm a little under halfway for the top. We'll get started on this. It is kind of wild that we are already in December. So what for the Christmas holidays are you most looking forward to? I think this year, since we have this new puppy, I really want to expose him to new things, and so I think we are gonna go and look at some Christmas lights. We don't always do that. We don't have a lot of great places around us where we can go see the lights, but I would like him to experience them. I'm trying to get him exposed just to a lot of things so he's not afraid of anything, and he's just a well-rounded, socialized doggo. Also for this year, which I tried to do it last year, but I'm trying to again this year, I'm trying to make everybody a Christmas present. I'm trying to figure out stuff for everybody that they'll like. So because of that, I wanted to hand make something for everybody. So I've made a few beanies. I've got like 20 blankets, not really 20, but I've got a few blankets that I've been making. This one right here, I'm gonna gift to somebody. So I want it to feel a little more like there was a little more thought put into it. So trying to make everybody something that they'll really use and that they'll enjoy and find a lot of happiness out of using. So that's why I've done a lot of blankets. Blankets are always good. And then beanies, definitely for the colder season. So, and when I first started knitting, so I've only made beanies, and I want to grow from there. I want to make a sweater. I had got some yarn at one point. My husband and I, we went yarn shopping way back earlier in the year, and I picked out some fingering weight yarn, and he did as well, and I was like, oh, I can knit you a sock with that, and I just haven't done that, so I want to try to do that. I really want to explore knitting more and become better at it along with crochet. So just really trying to broaden my craft horizons. And one way to do that is by practice. And one way to practice is to make everybody a Christmas gift. So I feel like it's very thoughtful to make everybody something, and it's a nice gesture, I would think. My husband's side of the family, they're really into playing games during the holidays. Like during Thanksgiving, we have this saran wrap ball, and in that ball is just a bunch of little goodies. It could be, a gift card, a bunch of candy. My husband's mom put ketchup in it one time, and one of the packets opened, so that was pretty funny. There's been like chocolate candy. There's just been all kinds of stuff, so it's really fun. I really enjoy that. So I think tonight we're gonna start watching the newest season of Stranger Things. I really need to watch a recap video. I remember roughly kind of what happened, and if you're not caught up on Stranger Things, this might be spoilers for you. But I remember they were fighting Vecna, and they ended up winning, basically. That's how the season ended. And so I wonder, I don't really know what this season is supposed to be about. If I remember correctly, I think at the end of the last season it said, Eddie, I think his name was Eddie, will return for the next season. And I really liked his character, and I find it very funny that there was that TikTok sound that was all over TikTok where it was the Chrissy wake up, I don't like this, and it was auto-tuned, and now every time I see that scene without the TikTok version, it just almost doesn't seem right that it's not auto-tuned and in that sing-songy type of edit. But yeah, that was a major vocal stem here in my household for a while. All right, we made it to the corner. Just 3 more sides to go. and then the border will be done. Although we still have some ends to weave in, but not too bad, not too bad. This is what we're looking like on the yarn usage. We do have another skein. I always have another skein. Alright, so this is how far we got into this second side. We almost finished this cobweb, but we ran out of the skein that we had going on. We do have another one, but it's getting late, and I think that is where I'm gonna call it here for tonight. We'll pick this up tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 4, and if you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.